The big story right now, more than half a dozen people telling the I-Team right now they lost money to the same man. And it turns out the entire time there was a warrant out for his arrest.
Yeah, Channel 3 consumer investigative reporter Cassidy Williams explains why more charges could be coming. Cassidy.
Well, Mark and Aaron, this all started with one email into the I-Team inbox that led us then to multiple people with similar stories. A man named Chris DeRuin has been advertising that he has rooms for rent at a New Haven home. But when it comes time to hand over the keys, there always seems to be an emergency.
You want to put your trust in people. Unfortunately, that did not pan out.
Jason Korn thought he had found a room to rent in New Haven when he came across a listing like this one online. The person who posted it, Chris DeRuin, even gave him a tour.
I liked what I saw. I left with him a deposit for which I obtained receipt. We set a move-in date of November 1.
But once November hit, the excuses began.
He alleged that his mother had committed suicide, and he was out of town to arrange for her funeral.
More than 1 year earlier, David Crespo heard a similar story.
He called me on my way up and left a voicemail about his mother having killed herself. So he had to go to Texas, and that's why he didn't get back to me.
When Christiana, too, tried to rent the room, it was a different family member.
He was like, Christiana, I'm so sorry. My son died, and I'm in Texas, and you can't move in because I am not there to let you in.
Through court records and interviews, the I-Team uncovered 8 different people since March 2023 who all say they tried to rent a room from DeRuin at the same address. All 8 say DeRuin took their deposits and then never let them move in. It all adds up to more than $5,000, and many of the people say it was more than the deposits they lost. 2 had driven from Iowa State to New Haven for an internship.
He's such a cutie.
All her stuff and 2 cats packed in her car, only to discover she had nowhere to go. DeRuin wouldn't meet her to hand over the keys and eventually stopped responding altogether.
At the time, it was like 48 hours of my life post the worst semester of my entire life, like no sleep, architecture school, and then I'm homeless with no money. So that was terrifying.
Both Tu and Crespo filed lawsuits against DeRuin. In both cases, the judge ruled in their favor because DeRuin didn't show up for court, but neither has received the money they are owed.
There's no chance in my mind that he actually was truthful about anything that he said.
Turns out DeRuin has a record of not showing up for court. This arrest warrant says he's been wanted in Rhode Island for 12 years. In 2012, DeRuin was charged with embezzlement for stealing more than $5,000 from the Wendy's restaurant where he worked. Rhode Island court records show he never went to his own arraignment. After 12 years, he was arrested last week after Korn called both New Haven police and the I-Team.
I'd like for 3 things. I'd like my deposit returned in full. I'd like to raise awareness about these nefarious scams. And I want Mr. DeRuin to face real consequences for his actions.
DeRuin is not yet facing any charges in Connecticut, but New Haven police say they submitted 2 separate arrest warrants this month. Both warrants are related to DeRuin fraudulently renting rooms. Tu says she called police back in May when this all happened to her, but never followed up to file a report. She's learned a lesson for the next time.
Never send somebody a security deposit over Venmo, and always do your research. If I had done even just a simple Chris DeRuin lawsuit Google search, I would have found the small claim suit against him.
Now, New Haven property records show DeRuin doesn't own the home that he was trying to rent out. We tried to contact the homeowner, but we were unable to get in touch with them. It appears they now live out in Wisconsin. DeRuin is still in jail in New Haven, held on $200,000 bond for the Rhode Island case. For the I-Team, Cassidy Williams, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Boy, quite a story. Cassidy, thank you. Other news.